Auzubillahiminash-shaitanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. A very good evening, viewers. You are watching the Car Show with Anju Malik. Today is Thursday, और मेरा आपका साथ रहता है एवरी थर्सडे को रात 8 बजे के बाद इस ब्रांड न्यू शो में which we've been doing for some time. और I'm so excited about this show because इतनी मुझे feedback मिलती है इस शो के हवाले से. People love it because none of the channels had this kind of a show on their television screens. So this gave me an opportunity to talk about the vehicles, the car business itself, and in Canada in general, how to buy cars and what to do. तो मैंने इस पे we already did 2 shows on this program and the overwhelming response was amazing. और वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविज़न पे आप बहुत सारे और भी शोज़ देखते हैं. आपका फीडबैक जो है बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है. उसके लिए voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com is an email to get back to us for any sort of comments. What would you like to see on the programs? Any suggestions, any sentiments that you'd like to pass on? Please do that because आपकी इंकरेजमेंट से ही हम डिफरेंट शोज़ कर पाते हैं. और दिस इज़ हाउ वी कैन बी बेटर एंड ब्रिंग ऑन टू द चैनल न्यू कंटेंट्स. एंड मेरी कोशिश भी रहती है हम नया कंटेंट जो है लेके आएँ और आपके लिए बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी भी शुरू हम करने जा रहे हैं साथ साथ जिनकी की फरमाइश मुझे टाइम टू टाइम आती रहती है. और जिसमें कि ख़ास तौर पे हमारे सितारे एक हमारे जो पाकिस्तान इंडिया बरसगीर के जो सितारे हैं जो लिविंग लेजेंड हैं या हु हैव बीन पास्ट उनके हवाले से भी एक शो जो है हम तरतीब दे रहे हैं. इंशाल्लाह आने वाले दिनों में वी विल बी स्टार्टिंग दैट प्रोग्राम ऑल्सो. ख़ासतौर पे आज का जो प्रोग्राम है द कार शो विद अंजू मलिक, दिस इज़ geared up to specifically cars, how to buy cars, what to know about cars and how to trade in your cars. आज का जो शो है that is geared up with the Ford products, which I thought will be a great idea because I also drive a Ford myself and I love it. I drive an Explorer this is my third Explorer that I have in the last 4 or 5 years and it's an amazing vehicle. और उसके हवाले से आज हम बात करेंगे. उसके बहुत सारे जो ट्रिम लेवल्स हैं उस पर वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट. उसके अंदर जो एम्प्लॉय प्राइसिंग है, जो इस वक्त फाइनेंसिंग रेट चल रहे हैं, जो लीज रेट चल रहे हैं, तो उस हवाले से प्लैनेट फोर्ड इज़ आवर स्पॉन्सर टुडे ऑन दिस शो एंड आई हैव द एबिलिटी to connect with one of their very senior salesperson, Jatinder, who has been with Ford for some time. And I thought it would be a great idea that we can talk to him and he can educate you guys, our community, especially regarding the vehicles. तो उनसे बहुत सारी हम बात करते हैं. लेकिन ड्यूरिंग द प्रोग्राम अगर आपका कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो तो हमारे जो स्टूडियोज़ के लाइन के नंबर हैं वो हमारे स्क्रीन पे हैं और उस पर आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं, मैसेज कर सकते हैं फेसबुक के ऊपर एंड वी विल ट्राई टू आंसर यू एंड सो एंड एनीथिंग इफ यू ड्राइविंग अ फोर्ड and you want to go back to a Ford, great idea. You can get employee pricing, great discount. हमारे साथ हैं, is he with us right now? अच्छा ठीक है. Let's see if he's with us and we can talk to him. Hi Jitendra, good evening to you. How are
Hello,
you?
Anjum. Good evening. Thank you for having me. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you so much, जितेंद्र. थोड़ा सा अपना ऑडिबल कर लें. मैं अपनी टीम से कहूँगा उनकी आवाज़ थोड़ी बढ़ा दें ज़रा.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. अच्छा Jitendra, first of all, thank you so much for joining me and talking to our viewers of Voice of Toronto TV. Especially, I thought it would be a great idea. I drive a Ford myself. It will be a great opportunity to talk about the Ford products and also the employee pricings. What are the finance rates? What are the lease rates? How people can do trade-ins, and what are the forthcoming new products of Ford that they are launching also. So थोड़ा सा सबसे पहले तो अपने बारे में बताइए और how long you've been with Ford and number 2 Planet Ford के साथ और number 2 उसके बाद we will talk about the trim lineup and then we'll ask you some lot of questions.
Thank you, Anjumji. Thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity. My name is Jatinder. As you know, I've been with Planet Ford for over 7 years now.
7 years.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
G and I started as a salesperson. and Anjum ji himself has been our long-standing client.
Yes, yes.
Bought several
I
vehicles
bought
from
a car
us.
from you actually. Yes.
Yes, he did, and आपके blessing से आपके support से now I'm a sales manager at the store.
Very good,
So
mashallah. Very good. Very good.
thank you so much.
सो
And
थोड़ी सी
as
हम सबसे पहले बात करते हैं कि आजकल ख़ास तौर पे पेंडेमिक के बाद आपको पता है पेंडेमिक में देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज इन रिगार्ड्स टू द मैन्युफैक्चरर्स एंड द पार्ट्स एंड पीपल वर नॉट गेटिंग द व्हीकल्स ऑन टाइम सबसे पहले तो ये बताएं कि आजकल जो इफ somebody comes in and he puts an order for a Ford car, how long they have to wait to get the delivery of a vehicle?
So if you're ordering a car now, you're looking at 8 to 10 weeks. So पहले से बहुत time कम हो गया है, पहले हमारी
Okay,
waiting periods ज़्यादा थी.
okay,
So
okay. So 8 to 10 weeks, that we're looking at about 2 months minimum.
give or take, yes.
Okay, okay. So the other important aspect of driving a Ford would be that you also have employee pricings, and you also
That's
have employee pricing के साथ साथ there is another program which is a courtesy program. If you drive a Ford, you come back, you get a lot of discounts. You also have discounts with the manufacturer. तो थोड़ा सा उस पर रोशनी डालें कि what sort of discounts are there right now on what cars and what are the interest rates right now going, and then we will talk about the trim levels of the vehicles.
Yeah, 100%. So right now, Ford is running an employee pricing program,
Hmm.
which is basically you pay what we pay. So
Yeah.
all the customers can take advantage of employee pricing.
Hmm.
बिल्कुल इनवॉइस प्राइस पे गाड़ियाँ जो है इस टाइम पे सेल पे हैं. Majority of our trim lines.
Okay.
And uske upar Planet Ford also does super specials, which are over and beyond employee pricing.
Hmm.
So we try and cater our community with the best deals that we could possibly give them. As you know,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
interest rates की बात करें, so as of right now, the lowest you could get is 2.99%, which historically with Ford, जब भी employee pricing आती है, interest rates are typically on the higher side. But this
Right.
year,
Right.
they've been out of the park.
तो मैं अपने व्यूअर्स को कैमरे में ये बताऊं कि ख़ास तौर पे कि अगर आप फोर्ड चला रहे हैं then they have employee pricings. This is a great opportunity. We will talk about a lot of other things, but agar you want to bring a Ford vehicle back and give it to Jitinder ji, they will appraise it for you, and at the same time, after appraising the vehicle, they will, you will save taxes, which I talked about in my last show. The 13% tax you can also save. The hassle of selling a car privately versus giving to a dealer is a much more better practice. And also they will look after everything for you. You don't have to worry about it. अच्छा, so let's talk a little bit about कि जो इस वक्त ख़ास तौर पे जो trim levels हैं, which I want to talk about a little bit. But first of all, Explorers. Explorers के
जी.
अंदर you have a lineup of XLT, which is a six-seater or a seven-seater aircraft, मतलब vehicle. At the same time, you also have XLT, then ST, and then a Platinum. I think there are three different trim levels, if I believe.
G, G. So for the Explorer 25, they've refreshed everything
Acha.
from trim levels to interior, exterior, everything. So now, as the trims sit, we have Active, which was formerly known as XLT, and then we have ST line, ST, and Platinum. So four
ST and
trims.
Platinum. So your XLT है, that's a four-cylinder with the EcoBoost, and then you have the six cylinders, which is 3.6 liter engines.
Three, yes, that's correct. 2.3 liter four cylinder, and
Yeah.
then we have a 3 liter engine for the V6
अच्छा,
V6 model.
जो आपका फोर सिलेंडर है उसकी MSRP क्या है? What are they starting at right now?
So अगर आप एक्टिव देखें, एक्सप्लोर एक्टिव which was the XLT with the four cylinder engine, वो आपकी 53,000 base MSRP से शुरू हो जाती है before options,
Hmm.
and then you can obviously choose different packages and and bring it up to
अच्छा
55, 57, just in the active range.
ओके ओके
G.
अच्छा उसके बाद you also have the ST model and then the platinum model. So obviously when the base is starting at around 53,000, so then it will be definitely higher up, around 58, $60,000, correct?
That is correct.
Right.
That is
Okay.
correct.
All right. Let's go to second vehicle, which is a very famous one, which a lot of people like. It's a sport utility vehicle तो है ही है, but is also a recreational vehicle Bronco, जो आपका है.
G.
उस पे थोड़ी सी रोशनी डालें. Bronco जो है वो कितने ट्रिम लेवल्स में आता है?
So Bronco itself, the name, you have two body styles. एक तो आपके पास है Bronco Sport, and then you have the Bronco. The Bronco, big Bronco, is based on a Ranger chassis, so it's a body on frame SUV. जैसे आपने कहा recreational vehicle है for off-roading and but keeping on-road manners in mind. ने बहुत ही अच्छी engineering करी इस गाड़ी की. You get the front suspension which is independent instead of a solid axle. So on-road habits भी बहुत बेहतरीन है compared to anything that's out there which is off-road.
Okay. Okay.
Bronco is a hot commodity and also qualifies for our employee pricing that's going on right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
जी.
Okay. इसके बाद you have a vehicle. Well, I mean trucks तो आपके हैं ही हैं. They are very popular Ford trucks. Then you
Best
have
selling.
Ford Escape, which is also a smaller SUV.
That's correct.
उसकी MSRP value कितनी है? What amount they start from? What pricing?
So Escape would be our entry level vehicle, which starts at about 35,000 without options
Okay.
for an Escape Active, and then again you can option it out. उसमें भी आपके दो तरह के engine रहते हैं. Then you have a hybrid engine, and then you have a plug-in hybrid option as well with the Escape.
अच्छा थोड़ा सा
So
इस पे वजाहत करें जो हाइब्रिड इंजन होता है वो कैसे काम करता है एज कम्पेयर टू कन्वेंशनल इंजन जो है.
जो हाइब्रिड इंजन रहता है उसमें you have your conventional engine tied up with a battery. जो हाइब्रिड इंजन जैसे रहेगा उसमें क्या होता है कि you don't have to worry about anything charging or making sure your battery has a certain percentage. It charges by itself using regenerative braking. So जो भी आपकी kinetic energy रहती है when you apply brakes, usually that is wasted. But in a hybrid model, it's going back into the battery, and then the battery assists the conventional engine while you're driving to
Okay.
bring your overall gas mileage down. So especially अगर आप की driving city habits ज़्यादा हैं या आप bumper to bumper traffic में ज़्यादा बैठते हैं, that is where it does its best job.
Okay.
So
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
yeah,
अच्छा थोड़ा सा वेरी इम्पोर्टेंटली हमारे जो यंगर लॉट हैं दे ड्राइव दीज
जी.
मस्टैंग्स
Oh
और
yes,
मस्टैंग्स के अंदर ख़ास तौर पे नाउ यू आल्सो हैव एन इलेक्ट्रिक मस्टैंग आल्सो.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
तो लेट्स टॉक
Electric
मोर अबाउट
Mustang.
दैट.
जी जी जी. Electric Mustang is a 5-seat SUV, which is अपने Escape के size के similar आ जाती है,
जी जी.
with obviously additional space कि आपके पास front भी है, because you don't have an engine, and it gets all its styling from the Mustang. Headlights, tail lights लेके आप देख लें, roofline देख लें, and you still get the Mustang pony on the steering wheel, on the grill, and the trunk, on your wheels and stuff. It's a fully electric vehicle, still as powerful as a regular Mustang, without having to burn the gas, and obviously you can carry more people in there. Very 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 nice car. It's बहुत लोगों की पसंद है, और 25 मॉडल ईयर में अभी आपको हीट पंप भी स्टैंडर्ड मिल गया है. And if you get the power cord from the factory, आपको टेस्ला का अडेप्टर भी मिलता है, so you can
अच्छा
charge it at the.
इसमें एक चीज़
जी.
बताएंगे ये इसकी जो बैटरी है जो जो इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल है जो पावर्ड है मस्टैंग है ये how many kilometers with a full battery charge you can drive?
So they're rated, the extended range is rated at a little over 480 kilometers on a
Almost
full
500
charge.
kilometers.
Almost 500 kilometers.
Okay.
But it depends on your driving habits and how you prep a car. Because on an EV, you have to make sure you're preheating. उसमें क्या रहता है कि आपकी batteries should have enough heat for it to be efficient. अगर आप preheat नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप गाड़ी सीधा ही चला रहे हैं, cold गाड़ी चला रहे हैं, तो बैटरी की जो juice रहता है वो it gets taken away in heating itself up. So
अच्छा,
that's very important.
और इम्पोर्टेंटली ये कि इफ समबडी नीड्स टू चेंज दैट बैटरी, उसकी कॉस्ट क्या है बैटरी को चेंज करने की, और उसकी उसकी वारंटी कितने की है, लाइक हाउ
So
मेनी इयर्स ऑफ वारंटी यू हैव विद द बैटरी?
So the battery has actually a very good warranty. It's 8 years or 160,000 kilometers.
8 years.
So
Okay.
it's a very it's a very lengthy warranty period.
Okay.
As far as the battery, the pack itself goes, the cost is very varying basically because ये technology evolve हो रही है as we speak. Let's say आज जो price रहेगा battery का, maybe in the coming years it's probably going to be a little less because again it's getting so much advanced. So as far as battery change is concerned, अगर आप पहले 8 years of the period, you don't have to incur the cost. But I would imagine, and don't quote me on this, but I would imagine it'll be a little bit over $20,000 because it
Wow.
is the heart of the car. G,
Wow.
because when you're changing a battery, you're changing the whole drivetrain,
So they
right?
are expensive. They are expensive.
G.
अच्छा, हम के काम करते हैं, viewers हमारे साथ रहिएगा. We're going to go on a short commercial break, and when we come back, we have Jatinder with us from Planet Ford, and they are our sponsor today, and we're talking about Ford products. अगर आपको कोई question हो, you can pick up the phone, give us a call on studios, and our numbers are right on the screen. We'll be right back. Don't change this channel. We're coming back.
I want to be a data scientist. That's something I'm passionate about. I want to bring a change in the medical aspect. Data scientists do collection of the data, then they analyze.
Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is Mr. Shafi.
Dil Ki Batain every Wednesday 8 p.m. only on Voice of Toronto TV.
नाज़रीन, वेलकम एंड खुशामदीद ऑन वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टीवी. आप देख रहे हैं प्रोग्राम लेट्स टॉक बिजनेस विद आफ्ताब रशीद.
Let's talk business with Aftab Rashid every Tuesday 8 p.m. only on Voice of Toronto TV. Join us as TV show hosts male and female all ages language English Urdu Hindi. Please call 905-965-4786.
Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Viewers, you are watching Voice of Toronto Television live broadcast with me, Anju Malik.
Prime time with Anjum Malik every Friday 9 p.m. only on Voice of Toronto TV.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafi Aleem.
Realtors Cafe with Rafi Aleem every Monday 9 p.m. only on Voice of Toronto TV. We are hiring if you are an excellent communicator and have great enthusiasm for marketing, then we are looking for you. Apply now. Voice of Toronto TV at gmail.com or call 905-965-4786.
नाज़रीन, आप देख रहे हैं सेहत और हम.
Sahat Hour Hum with Dr. Maybab Siddiqui every Wednesday 9 p.m. only on Voice of Toronto TV.
Welcome to a brand new show, viewers. You are watching Voice of Toronto Television with me, Anju Malik.
The Car Show with Anjum Malik every Thursday 8 p.m. only on Voice of Toronto TV.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, आज हम अपने प्रोग्राम वाइस ऑफ टोरंटो
Discover Toronto, your city, your voice every Monday 8 p.m. only on Voice of Toronto TV.
जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी।
मुस्लिम वेलफेयर सेंटर के जरिए आप पाकिस्तान के रेगिस्तान में प्यासों को पानी पिला सकते हैं, गरीब बच्चों की तालीम और माली परवरिश कर सकते हैं, बीमारों का मुफ्त इलाज करवा सकते हैं। ज़कात, सदक़ात या फिदिया देने के लिए आज ही हमें फ़ोन करें 1-866-754-3111।
Welcome back, viewers from the break. You are watching the car show with Anju Malik every Thursday. मेरा और आपका साथ रहता है. आज very importantly we are discussing Ford lineup of vehicles और सेल्स मैनेजर जितेंद्र प्लैनेट फोर्ड से हमारे साथ हैं. उनसे हमारी बातचीत चल रही है. ब्रेक पे जाने से पहले we talked about few products. We're going to continue our conversation. जी जितेंद्र, you are there?
Yes, sir.
जी जितेंद्र, अच्छा ये बताइएगा कि ब्रेक पे जाने से पहले आपने ये जिक्र किया था कि जो ईवी की जो बैटरी है उसकी कॉस्ट अप्रॉक्सीमेटली कोई $20,000 है. ये इतनी महंगी क्यों है? अब तो गवर्नमेंट ने जो वहाँ पर प्लांट वगैरह लगा है विंडसर में, आई थिंक उसके बाद कुछ सब्सिडाइज भी गवर्नमेंट करना चाह रही है इसको, तो उस हवाले से क्या अपडेट्स हैं?
So इसका मेन रीजन ये है कि बिकॉज व्हेन यू लुक एट अ बैटरी ऑन अ कार, ये इलेक्ट्रिक कार की ड्राइव ट्रेन है. सो आप ऐसे सोचें कि अगर आपकी गैस गाड़ी में इंजन या ट्रांसमिशन डलना है और इंजन ट्रांसमिशन दोनों डलने हैं, व्हिच इज द होल ड्राइव ट्रेन. बेसिकली आप बैटरी जब चेंज कर रहे हैं तो आप वो दोनों चीजें चेंज कर रहे हैं.
अच्छा.
सो इसमें ये कह रहा था कि इट्स
तो ड्राइव ट्रेन भी चेंज हो रहा है.
जी बिल्कुल, बिकॉज बैटरी इज द ड्राइव ट्रेन. आपके जी इनमें ट्रांसमिशन तो रहती नहीं है, अपना योर कन्वेंशनल इंजन इज नॉट प्रेजेंट, सो ऑल यू हैव इज द बैटरी. हेंस द रीजन यू हैव सो मच स्पेस इन आपके फ्रंट में या बैक में, बिकॉज द बैटरी सिट्स बिटवीन द एक्सल्स. सो अगर आप बैटरी चेंज करें तो आप पूरा ड्राइव ट्रेन बदल रहे हैं. और उसमें क्या रहता है कि the labor cost of doing this as well, battery cost alone है ही है, labor cost is also high, because the only certain professional technicians which are trained by Ford are supposed to be working on EVs, because you're dealing with high voltage.
8 years, 160,000 kilometers warranty if anything happens to the car.
बिल्कुल.
अच्छा, इसकी MSRP वैल्यू क्या है, मैन्युफैक्चरर सजेस्टेड रिटेल प्राइस जो ईवी?
सो जो ईवी है माँ की है फॉर एग्जांपल, उनकी कॉस्ट जो रहेगी दैट्स क्लोज टू 57-58 for the standard range models, and again it can go up depending on how you spec it out. So very reasonable if you ask me for.
Tesla now is bringing some cheaper vehicles like EV vehicles जो हैं उनकी MSRP कम है. They are bringing it for a lesser cost. That's going to then change the market with the pricing for example Ford or Toyota or all the other manufacturers as well.
So Tesla's direct competitor is Model Y for the Mach-E, for example, which is the only SUV EV that we have. Ford has announced a month prior that they are working on a very cheap EV. When I say cheap, not necessarily like it's very economic,
cost effective.
Cost 100%. And Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, has said that the vehicle is gonna the vehicle will be first of all produced in America, with all the parts being produced in America. उसके लिए अलग से plant set किया गया है Louisville में, and the car that they're trying to achieve is a $30,000 USD mark for that vehicle. And
so
it will be a
modular 45,000 Canadian, 40 to 42,000.
Right. But it's going to be very unique because that vehicle would be very modular in that you can have it in a SUV format, you can have it in a pickup truck format. तो वो कुछ different try करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So
Okay.
for the future looks bright as far as EVs are concerned for Ford.
ओके ओके अ, थोड़ी सी हम बात करते हैं आपके जो ट्रक्स हैं बिकॉज इस मुल्क के अंदर कनाडा में there is so
जी
much of self-employed people who are in farming, landscaping, contractors
बिल्कुल
हैं, builders हैं, developers हैं, and they drive these trucks. और ये
जी
जो trucks हैं, obviously there are a lot of competitors out there in the market also, but Ford trucks are built tough. I mean, this is a good ad that they have. तो
यस
उस हवाले से जो ट्रक्स हैं उनकी रेंज क्या है, वेयर दे स्टार्ट फ्रॉम, एमएसआरपी वैल्यू क्या है ट्रक्स की?
So a pickup truck, F-150, it's the best selling vehicle, let alone a pickup truck. जब मैं कह रहा हूँ best selling vehicle, तो it sells better than a Corolla, your Hyundai's, anything that you can think of in North America, and for 57 years in a row. जो ट्रक F-150 जो ट्रक है, it's choice of many, as you've said, कि
जी
contractors हो ले लो आप, even family के लिए लोग
राइट
इसे इस्तेमाल करने लगे.
हम्म
Just because if you compare it with even the competition, uh, F-150 is the only vehicle that's built out of military grade aluminum.
हम्म
अगर आप देखें compare
अच्छा
करें तो this is a very strong metal, and it also is light. So it being lighter, it's more gas efficient. So इनमें जो engine भी रहता है, आपके पास 4 तरह के engine का option आता है.
ओके
And F-150s will start at as low as around the $50,000
अच्छा
mark for a very basic truck,
बेसिक
and but
ट्रक,
you can go up to hundred and fifty-five
और
thousand
उनकी
dollars.
वारंटीज क्या हैं, मैन्युफैक्चर वारंटी फोर्ड की?
So engine transmission पे आपकी 5 साल and 100,000 kilometers,
हंड्रेड
whichever
थाउजेंड
comes
किलोमीटर
first. Then comprehensive is 3 years, 60,000.
अच्छा, let's talk a little bit about uh, इम्पॉर्टेंटली हमारी हमारी जो साउथ एशियन कम्युनिटी है, जब वो इन मुल्कों में आते हैं, व्हेन दे आर कमिंग टू कनाडा फ्रॉम मिडल ईस्ट, इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, Southeast
जी
Asia, they are always have a mindset of what they were driving back
जी
home. और
जी
जनरली पीपल लाइक टू, माइंडसेट ये होता है कि हमने टोयोटा चलाई है तो टोयोटा में जाना चाहिए. So for those kind of people who are watching you tonight, and Ford
जी
have so much of being Canadian built, vehicle, and then you have the great pricing values and great warranties and everything. How do you turn around those people and say, you know what, you guys have driven Toyota, why it's about time you guys can come and test drive our vehicles, or drive one of our vehicles, for the next 2 or 3 4 years, and क्या strategy क्या है?
So when you're looking at comparing with the foreign brands, for example,
जी,
Toyotas and
imports हैं.
Hyundais and जी imports हैं. अब हमारे जैसे आप कह लें, इंडिया कह लें, पाकिस्तान कह लें, इन देशों में क्या है कि हमारे लिए ये गाड़ियां जो थी, these were obviously very reliable,
Yeah,
and these were the foreign brands for us, or the
जी,
better option if you will. जब आप यहाँ पर North America is obviously dominated by the big three, Ford being one of the biggest, and it is domestic. उसमें यहाँ पर गाड़ियों की choice in our own lineup एक तो ज़्यादा है, and ऊपर से these vehicles that are built in North America are built with North American safety norms. So अगर आप जैसे हाईवे स्पीड्स की बात कर लें, इंडिया पाकिस्तान में हाईवे स्पीड्स कंपैरेटिवली बहुत कम है, जैसी जो हम यहाँ पे एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं. तो उनको अगर आप ध्यान में रखें तो सेफ्टी वाइज हो गया, या हमारे longevity हो गई, these are engineered for the North American market, for North American roads.
okay,
So उस हिसाब से अगर आप देखे जाएं तो these vehicles are meant for this purpose. Whereas whatever imports they're coming, वो गाड़ियां जो यहाँ आती हैं, they get modified and changed to adapt So
Okay.
it's not necessarily born for this. तो इसी हिसाब से अगर आप देखें वहाँ पर भी जैसे फोर्ड की गाड़ियाँ कोई भी अमेरिकन
Mm-hmm.
गाड़ियाँ वो कम इसीलिए हैं because again when you look at the purpose of those vehicles it's
Mm-hmm.
meant for कंट्री में वो कामयाब है आई थिंक इन कंट्री में जैसे आप देखते हैं पिकअप ट्रक्स फॉर एग्जांपल are the first choice,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Acha, being yourself as a sales manager at a dealership,
जी
the one of the other thing aspect in our community, बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पर when they're coming into Canada, they are not employed, they're looking for jobs. Sometimes it takes them months to find a job. How
जी
what kind of program do you have where you can qualify somebody who is not working, for example, who is self-employed and he's new to the country, or let's say somebody is already here, he had a job, he lost a job, maybe his credit got affected. तो क्या alternate channels हैं आपके पास that you can get someone approved and that they can still drive a Ford vehicle?
So Ford, the Ford themselves, Ford Credit, for example, they have a newcomer program in which the entry level vehicles qualify for that. उसमें
Okay.
क्या रहता है कि let's say अगर आप newcomer है इस country में and you're trying to buy a new Ford, you apply for a loan. अगर आप उसमें down payment कुछ करना चाह रहे हैं, so Ford will match it up to $1,000 for you.
Okay.
And then they're also a little bit lenient in that कि उनको पता है newcomer है and if they're going through a newcomer program, so based off of what you have in store for you आप उस हिसाब से वो आपकी help करते हैं. And secondly, जो Ford की leasing है, leases are based off of the terms. So obviously, तो छोटे term में आपका chances of approval are higher because your liability is also smaller. So Ford is very good with that. And once you get into Ford and into contracts with Ford Credit, so अगर आप जैसे कह रहे हैं आप एम्प्लॉयमेंट चेंज होता है या कुछ रहता है तो अगर आप प्री एग्जिस्टिंग क्लाइंट हैं फोर्ड क्रेडिट के साथ आपकी फोर्ड क्रेडिट के साथ हिस्ट्री अच्छी है तो दैट इज समथिंग दैट दे लुक एट एज वेल. सो टिपिकली आपकी जो अप्रूवल्स हैं वो इस जहन से चलते हैं कि आपकी प्रायर यूर गुड स्टैंडिंग विद फोर्ड क्रेडिट. So Ford is very like they're open to all of these options.
Okay.
And as Planet Ford itself, we deal with all the major banking institutes, and we have our finance managers working with all kinds of approvals.
Well, alternate channels are available.
जी
ठीक
100%.
है. ठीक है. अपना नंबर जाने से पहले बताइएगा अपना ईमेल एड्रेस वगैरह वेयर पीपल कैन गेट इन टच विद यू. सो मैं अपने
Yeah.
व्यूअर्स को बता दूं कि इफ़ यू आर ड्राइविंग एनी व्हीकल you can take it to Jatinder ji at he's a sales manager at Ford Planet Ford, which is in the Auto Mall in Brampton, and they will evaluate your vehicle and you can trade in, you can get into a Ford and test drive a Ford first and see what kind of vehicle you like. You want an SUV, you want to get a car, you want to get a mid-size SUV, you want to get into a truck, you want to get electrical vehicle. They have all of them available. Great opportunity, get employee pricing at the same time. If you have job issues and you cannot get financing somewhere else, they have alternate channels available. So जाने से पहले please अपना नंबर बता दीजिएगा जतिंदर भैया ताकि people can get in touch with you and your contact and all the details and your website.
Ji sir. So my cell phone is 647-551-0910. And then you get the viewers can search us at planetford.ca, जो कि हमारी website है. Ji, and then our dealership line is 905-451-1040. We are open Monday to Saturday. Monday to Thursdays we are 9 to 8, and then Friday Saturdays we're 9 to 6. And we're open pretty much all the major holidays as well, and deals every day. We were going through so many deals, and we have deals going on.
Okay, thank you,
And yeah,
Jatinder. I really appreciate your insight and the details. I'm sure it will come out to a benefit for a lot of our viewers who are watching you tonight. And I'm sure also that with all the great pricing that you guys have, people should benefit from this. So thank you. I'll get back to you, get you back again on the program in the next few days or so. When you have some more information that will come out, or some of the new vehicles will come out, we will talk about that. So get in touch with Jatinder ji. 647-551-0910 is the number to call, or visit planetford.ca, and his name is Jatinder. And thank you very much, Jatinder. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Anjum ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night. Viewers, फीडबैक के लिए voiceoftoronto@gmail.com, और अगर आप एडवर्टाइज करना चाहते हैं वॉइस ऑफ टोरंटो टेलीविजन पे, वी हैव ग्रेट right now promotions for small businesses. Get in touch with us after the program, 905-965-4786. Till next week, take care. Khuda Hafiz. Thank you.